that sort of boom bust that's so common and affects so many people. It's a really big challenge for people, is just making their training sustainable. I want people to be doing their sport for years and years and years. So consistency. Another barrier that I hear from people is I don't have time. Time is a big problem. The other one is energy. I don't have energy. I'm looking after the kids. I'm working. I have no energy to train. So these are the three biggest barriers, and they're things that can be addressed, and the effects of them can be minimized so that people can reach their goals.
One of the biggest barriers also links with stress. If they put all their focus into the cycling, then that obviously brings attention away from the family, work, and that could be like a big downhill spiral as well. So what you say is just balancing everything? Balance
is really important to make as part of that consistency, and to make it sustainable and to make sure you have the energy. It's really hard, and I'm amazed by what people can achieve to have the energy to do family life, work at, a lot of people work at super high stress jobs. So managing all that and performance is a challenge, and that's when we can reframe cycling to make it actually viewed as, your cycle training is your chance for you to do you. It's your time for you. So rather than, I have to train, it's, this is my time to sport. It relieves stress. So this is my time to flush out that cortisol from the family or from work, and to focus on my goals and my health. And this is for me.
It's almost better to reframe what cycling means to you, because a lot of people, even I know, and I've done myself, is if you've got a hard training session coming up, you don't really want to do it, make yourself hurt. You get that time to be on your bike by yourself. What more could you want?
Exactly. We get kind of fixated and can get stuck in a victim mentality, but actually every opportunity to ride is a gift. We're in a small percentage of the population that choose to exercise for fun. We have time, we have the money, we have the resources, and it's when you zoom out and be like, this is actually fun. Like even stressful races, even in races, you're like, what am I doing here? But this is a gift. I'm in this country, I'm racing this bike, so remembering that, reminding ourselves of how special it is super important. And that's one of the barriers we see is the energy, lack of energy. And something I work with people around is looking at things that deplete their energy and things that recharge their energy, and kind of working out how we can make it that you're more recharged than depleted. So energy depleters, everyone's different, but typically I call these the C word. So no C words, thanks. But one is complaining. People, we often complain. And if you're complaining, you're taking away your power. You're saying, I can't control this, this is the worst. And that's going to affect your mindset. You're going to feel heavy, lethargic, and just terrible. So complaining, comparing. Another one is comparing. If I'm constantly comparing my life to someone else's life, it's easier for them, they're faster than me, I'll never be a climber. Then again, that's going to deplete my energy. Concern and worry, where our brains, we talked about the amygdala, that part of the brain, our brains are programmed to be negative, to perceive threat, because that's what's kept us, that's evolutionarily safe behavior. It's kept us safe all this time. We have to look for threats. 4 out of 5 of our thoughts are negative, and 9 out of 10 of our thoughts we've had before. So we often get stuck in these negative, repetitive thoughts. So worry and concern is one of them. And that's, again, an energy depleter. I can't do this session. This is going to hurt me. I'm going to fail this rep is an important thing to address, as well as, we overcomplicate things. I have to do it perfectly. How am I going to get there and do that? And so just adding all of this extra baggage that doesn't need to be there. I'm just riding my bike. So simplifying it, and then having low confidence is also an energy depleter. So believing that we can't do it, it's too hard, it's not fun, I suck, is going to really deplete me of my energy. And then we need to look for ways to then increase energy. So we've noticed these C's, so we want to get rid of the C words and add positive energy builders in, and motivational builders in.
What are those positive energy boosters?
Well, we've talked a bit about them already, but, be inspired. Look for people and things that inspire you. That's exciting and energizing. When I see my goddess or someone I look up to, I feel inspired. Like, look at what they're doing. I want to do that. So thinking about what I want Music can be really encouraging and inspiring and energizing. Our RPE goes down when we play music in exercise. So working out ways to use music to get yourself feeling motivated and excited and energized. Physically looking at a light, if you're feeling tired during the day, looking at the sun or going into the sun, not staring directly at it obviously, but or looking into a bathroom light is a way to re-energize. Self-talk is energizing. When you really talk yourself into feeling good, you're going to feel good. Eat well, hydrate, those basic things are going to make you feel better. If you're hungry and haven't eaten all day, how are you going to have energy to go training and to feel good at training? So I want, good sleep, good hydration. And then we talked about it before as well, body language, choosing who you chat with and choosing who you give your energy to. Does that person make me feel good? Who makes me feel good? I'm going to talk to them. They make me feel good. I'm going to feel more motivated to train versus someone who's going to deplete you. So working out, what energizes you and making sure you include that in your day.
Would you say having a training buddy motivates you more to get out?
For a social person or an extrovert like myself, I love having a training buddy. Then it's just, for me, it's just hanging out. I know some people actually, who have busy social lives and schedules, they love to not have anyone to talk to. They just want to listen to their mind, their thoughts. And so, you could have a training buddy or just time to yourself or, go and get a coffee, go to a beautiful coffee shop, ride there or ride to somewhere with a nice view. Things like that are going to energize you and make you feel good. Moving your body throughout the day, also setting yourself up for the day. If you are sitting at your desk and you're this far from your screen for 6 hours and you haven't moved, you're going to have depleted your energy. So you need to, every 20 minutes, get up, move, have a drink, just touch your toes, whatever gives you energy. And those are ways to add energy in, and it's going to have you set up better for your session. And the other one I talked about was the consistency and that sort of boom bust, and ways that we can counter that is by making sure, one, realistic goals that are achievable and meaningful to you, as well as related to your values, why you're doing that, what do you value, because values are more meaningful than anything. That's what guides our behavior. Also addressing the lies that you tell yourself. And this can be fun to work with because we all lie to ourselves. I will say that I didn't have time for that session, but the truth is I didn't make time for that session. I prioritized something else. Or I'll say I only had a few almonds, chocolate almonds. The truth is I had 6 chocolate almonds. Actually, so we've got to catch our little lies and keep ourselves accountable. And that's when it can be helpful to have someone who you talk to it, like a mental coach. But also letting go of perfectionism. A lot of athletes and everyday people, they want to do it and they want to do it perfect. But that's going to stunt your growth. If you have to do it perfectly or not at all, then you're only going to be able to do a perfect job twice a week at the best, I think, under best case circumstances. So letting go of perfectionism. I just want you just to show up to your session. Just show up. Whether it's, if you're tired, just do 10 minutes, set the 10-minute rule. You just go and ride for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be perfect. And usually you find after 10 minutes, that's an energizer. Exercise is an energizer and you feel good and you get into the swing of it. So showing up, letting go of perfectionism, and then self-compassion as well is part of that consistency. When you do slip up, when you don't act in the way that you want to in line with your values. So when I eat, 15 chocolate almonds and I feel gross and a bit sick, instead of saying I'm gross and what have I done, it's going, okay, I was a bit tired and stressed and I decided to eat these almonds to get motivated to train. And, I don't really like doing that because I probably didn't need that much energy and it doesn't really sit well on before a ride. So kind of being compassionate with yourself is going to help you then loosen and move out of those behaviors.